Hello, there's something I've been needing to tell you for a long time, and I know I should have said it sooner. This truth has been sitting heavy on my chest like a weight I couldn't shake off, and the longer I've kept it in, the more it's hurt both of us. I know you've been confused. I know you've questioned everything. And I know you've asked yourself over and over again, why haven't I let go of the third person in this situation? Why am I still holding on to something that seems so unclear? You've been waiting in silence, not because you didn't care, but because you did. You waited with grace and patience, even as the silence started to crack your heart open. I can only imagine how many nights you laid in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what you meant to me, wondering if I was being honest, wondering if I was stringing you along or if I was lost in something I didn't have the courage to leave. And maybe you've tried to convince yourself that you're okay, that you're strong, that you can handle this uncertainty. But I see you. I see the pain behind your eyes. I see the way your spirit has dimmed. I see how much this has cost you emotionally. So today, I won't hide anymore. You deserve to know. You deserve to understand everything I've kept inside, the real reason I haven't let go of the third person. And it starts with something I didn't even know how to admit to myself. Are you ready? Please take a deep breath. This won't be easy to hear, but I promise, by the end of this, you'll know the whole truth. The conflict within me. For a while now, I've been living in two worlds. One world is filled with reality, the truth of my connection with you, the realness of what we've shared, the depth of what I feel when I look into your eyes. That world is grounded, honest, vulnerable, and terrifying. The other world is built on promises, on illusions, on hopes wrapped in shiny paper that feel almost too good to be true. And in that world lives the third person, the one I haven't walked away from. It's not because I love them. I need to say that again, so you really hear it. It's not because I love them. It's not even about feelings anymore. It's about a promise. They offered me something I didn't even know I was desperate for. They painted a picture of a life that looked like freedom from all the mess I've been trying to run from. It wasn't about romance. It was about escape. A shortcut to healing. An exit from the chaos that's been brewing inside me for so long. And I believed it. Or maybe I wanted to believe it, because it was easier than facing the truth of what I actually needed to confront. The promise that pulled me in. The third person made a promise that went beyond words. They offered me a future, one that looked stable, predictable, even powerful. They told me that with them, I'd finally reach a place of success, peace, and validation. They told me I'd be someone. And I know how that sounds. You're probably thinking, but haven't I shown you your worth? Haven't I loved you for who you are, not who you could become? And yes, you have. You've loved me in a way that doesn't demand I become anyone else. You've loved my flaws, my fears, my dreams, even when they scared me. You've seen the real me and stayed. But that's what makes it harder. Because real love, the kind you give me, requires me to show up fully. It requires me to be raw. It requires me to be seen. And for someone like me, who has spent so much time hiding behind masks, behind what ifs and potential and other people's approval, that kind of love feels overwhelming. It feels too good, and yet too terrifying to trust. So I ran. Not with my feet, but with my silence. With my hesitation. With my emotional distance. I let a fantasy, a shiny, sugar-coated future with someone else, keep me stuck. The truth about that future. But here's the thing. I don't believe in that promise anymore. Not really. It's taken time, but I've begun to see it for what it is, a fantasy. A beautifully constructed illusion meant to keep me hooked. And the more I chase it, the more I realize it was never real to begin with. It's like chasing a sunset. No matter how fast you run, you can't catch it. And the more you try, the more you lose sight of the ground beneath your feet. I've been chasing something that was never meant to be mine. Something that I thought would fix me, or validate me, or make me feel enough. But the truth is, the only place I've ever felt anything real is with you. The way you look at me when I'm at my lowest. The way you still believe in me when I can't believe in myself. The way your heart speaks to mine without even trying. That's what's real. And I've been running from it because it scares me more than anything else in the world. Why I stayed torn. You may ask, if I don't love the third person, why didn't I just walk away? Because the human heart isn't always logical. Sometimes we hold on to things not because we want them, but because we're afraid of what happens if we let go. Letting go of that promise means accepting that I have to heal on my own. That I have to stop relying on fantasies to protect me. That I have to choose something real and take responsibility for what that means. And most of all, it means turning toward you, fully, completely, without the excuse of, but what if? That kind of commitment, it terrifies me. Because you matter to me. Because I know once I choose you, it's not a game. It's not a placeholder. It's not a phase. It's everything. And part of me didn't know if I was worthy of that kind of love. So I stayed torn between two paths. One that was real but required growth. And one that was fake but felt safe. But I'm done running. I'm tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of waiting. Tired of hurting you with my silence. And more than anything, I'm tired of living in fear. I don't want to be the person who runs away from love anymore. I don't want to be the person who keeps someone like you in the dark while I sort out my insecurities. You've given me time, grace, and patience. But I know that even your patience has limits. And I won't take another step forward without giving you the full truth. So here it is. I stayed with the third person because they made a promise that appealed to my deepest fears, not my deepest love. But that promise is empty. And the love I have for you, that's the only thing that's real. Where we go from here, I don't expect you to forgive me overnight. I don't expect things to go back to how they were before the silence, the confusion, the pain. All I ask is that you see me now, really see me. Not as someone who had all the answers, but as someone who's finally stopped running. I want to rebuild this. I want to come toward you with clarity and consistency. I want to choose you, not with hesitation, but with certainty. And if you'll let me, I will. But if you need time, I'll respect that. If you need space, I'll honor it. Because this isn't about forcing something. It's about making space for healing for both of us. You deserve the world. Before I end this message, there's something else I need to say. Something I should have said a long time ago. You are not someone to wait on a maybe. You are not a backup plan or an emotional crutch. You are not an option. You are a gift. And I am deeply sorry for treating you like anything less than that. You deserve a love that is bold and clear and grounded in truth. And that's what I'm offering now. Not perfection, but truth. Not promises, but presence. If you'll take my hand again, I'll walk with you differently this time. I'll walk with you fully. I'll stop looking behind me and start building forward with you. Final words. Thank you for loving me through my confusion. Thank you for seeing me, even when I was hiding. Thank you for holding space for me to come back to myself and to you. If nothing else, I hope this message brings you peace. Because you deserve peace. You deserve answers. You deserve to be loved in the way you've always loved others, with your whole heart, your unshakable faith, and your boundless patience. And if you still believe in us, then maybe, just maybe, This is the beginning of something real. This time, with no third person in the way. Just you, and me, and the truth.